Pardon.
Thank you, Commissioner. Minister Joly, in your first witness statement, you noted that, quote, certain countries are testing the rules that have ensured global stability and that they're testing democracies. You also made statements to that effect earlier this afternoon. Do you acknowledge that authoritarian regimes, including China, Russia, and Iran and its proxies, are increasingly seeking to challenge the rules-based international order, including through foreign interference?
Oui, vous lisez essentiellement ce que j'ai dit.
And would you agree?
Response, yes, that's what I said.
Would you agree that these efforts are increasingly coordinated?
I don't have any evidence to that effect, no. I'll give you an example, if you'll allow me. Russian disinformation campaigns from China are completely different. From Russia, they are trying to divide. I've said it earlier. I gave the example of Russia Today, extreme right commentators, etc. The disinformation campaigns from Russia are targeting Chinese dissidents in Canada. So they will try, for example, as we've seen with my colleague for who I have enormous respect, Michael Chung, they were targeting him. But there's no coordination, as far as I know, between China and Russia for their disinformation campaigns.
I assume that you will agree that influencing Canada's foreign policy is a significant objective of foreign interference targeting Canada, correct?
Oui, mais je vous dirais que...
Yes, but I would say that often, yes, foreign affairs policy, yes, but I'm thinking about China. It targets dissidents towards what's happening in Canada, but what's happening in China. So Canada's position, maybe they'll see it as threats for their own system, which is not necessarily linked to Canada's foreign policy. But I'm not saying that it's acceptable. It's completely unacceptable, but it's not exactly the same goal.
Broadly speaking, though, assuming that you agree that Canada's foreign policy is at least one target for foreign interference, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, do you feel that you have a heightened duty to be aware of and resist foreign interference efforts?
Absolument. Je pense que c'est très, très, très important.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's very, very important.
Minister Joly, in your first witness summary, you said, and again I quote, one of the major challenges Canada faces is on the rise of online disinformation as a vector for foreign interference, and you've spoken again about that extensively today.
Right.
Can you confirm again for us that you believe that online disinformation is a significant and dangerous form of foreign interference?
Oui, tout à fait. Ben, en fait,
Yes, indeed. And I think it's above and beyond foreign interference. I think they're separate a bit because I think that the problem with the disinformation campaign is that there's no international standards to solve it, whereas the foreign interference could be under the Vienna Convention. And there's foreign states that are trying to influence, and yes, it's part of foreign interference.
In that same witness summary, you also said that foreign interference is a hostile activity undertaken by a foreign state or by its proxies. And you again mentioned that today. Can you confirm once more that you recognize that foreign interference can also come from non-state actors, including but not limited to proxies of foreign states?
oui, tout à fait.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Russia Today is an example.
Minister Joly, on October 17th, 2023, you tweeted, and I quote, bombing a hospital is an unthinkable act and there is no doubt doing so is absolutely illegal. Do you remember that?
Oui, tout à fait.
Yes, absolutely.
That tweet was in reference to the explosion at Al Ali Hospital in Gaza, correct?
Je-
Listen, I don't have the information in front of me. If you show me, I could look at it. I don't know, and you haven't filed it as evidence.
Do you recall on October 21st, 2023, when your own government concluded that that explosion that we're talking about at Al Ali Hospital was not caused by an Israeli bomb, but by an errant rocket from Gaza?
Écoutez,
Listen, I don't know if it's part of the mandate. I want to know what is the link between foreign influence and the question you're asking me.
So the link is,
Madam Commissioner, I don't see the relevance of those questions.
Are you making an objection?
oui, sauf si
Yes, unless council can explain the relevance.
Mr. can you explain how it is relevant?
yeah, I can. So that tweet on October 17th was grounded in disinformation spread by the Gaza Health Ministry, which is an arm of the Hamas terrorist group, which itself is a proxy of Iran. So in tweeting that, and I'll note that as of today, almost a year later, the tweet remains up and has 2.6 million views. In tweeting that, the foreign minister engaged in and propagated disinformation that was spread by a proxy of a foreign state, which is a form of foreign interference.
if I could, the mandate of this commission is foreign interference into Canada's domestic democratic processes, and I'm still not seeing the link.
I agree. I fail to see the relationship with
Okay.
what we are tasked to do.
Okay, well, then I'll end the questioning there. Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.